Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 442 podcast. I'm Azar Madhani, and as always, I am joined by the wonderful Tommy Sondy.
Hey.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
All right, you're getting sure. Like,
Hey,
more welcoming, Tommy. Come on now.
Hey, I'm soured by the Chelsea results as of late. So
You know what? Fair enough. I'll give you that. And I'm also joined by the freshly trimmed Tony O.
Morning, boys. Yeah, I'm having a good time. Yeah.
of course, yeah.
Arsenal have been great. I got to see Uzair on Saturday. Good to see you, Uzair. Lovely.
Yeah, it's lovely to see you.
Lovely
Wonderful
hair.
little fade you had going there.
Yeah, I had to get the trim just for you. Just for you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, my friend. Thank you. And I rewarded you by immediately taking you to a Man United bar in Toronto.
This is true. But you guys have been in such terrible form that I was okay with it. Yeah. There were no Red Devil jerseys in sight, other than the Scholes one on the wall. But, you know.
Yeah, I was going to say, there was a signed Paul Scholes one right behind you.
Yeah, but I mean, how long ago is that? Still living in the past. It's brilliant. You guys have become everything that you hated about Liverpool. It's fantastic. But,
I don't like how this episode is started.
yeah.
It's a shame there was no game for you guys to, or no United game for you guys to watch together. That would have been sweet for Tony.
I would not have allowed that to happen. I would have refused to meet up with Tony to watch any games. But, speaking of games, Tommy, since you're so keen to sound off, Everton 1, Chelsea 0. Explain yourself.
Explain myself, I don't know. Where I'm just like Lukaku staring into open space, wide-eyed, wondering why I'm at Chelsea. No. Where it's hats off to Everton. They played hard. They played Lampard's finally got them playing in terms of sort of hard-nosed tackling, defense first sort of mentality, and I think Yeremina played his first game in a while. I think, right? I remember seeing him there recently, but he was good in that defense. Pickford, I hate the guy, proper Bellin, but he made some big saves. I absolutely couldn't. I just wanted someone.
What did you say when we were prepping that he looks like someone from Peaky Blinders?
The way he celebrated that, albeit great save where he came across, like Mount hit the post, and then he came across, and then as he's going to his left, reaches to his right to save. I don't know who shot at this point, but it was an unreal save. And he gets up and struts. Oh man, yeah, it definitely would be in place in the Peaky Blinders, especially with the slick back hairstyle.
Tommy, would you call it? Would you say that it was a picky blinder?
Yeah, well done, Zach. Well done.
Thank you. Off to a strong start today.
Yeah.
Hey, Tony, I have a question on my own.
Tony probably disagrees.
Yeah, Tony's got a question. Yeah,
so, Aspilicueta, was that also a result of Bukayo Saka cheating? That nonsense?
Oh, Tony.
Yeah? I've told you, man, this guy is done. Like, I don't know. What was he doing, honestly?
I don't know.
Then he turns around and starts screaming at everyone. It's like, dude.
Tommy, look, my friend. Fucking up defensively is just what club captains do.
It seems to be the case for us.
This is why you never make your captain a center back. Just put them as high up as possible. Yeah, you should have made Lukaku captain. That way, that way he can never screw up because he never plays. So yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So he didn't play this game. That's right.
No, didn't even come off the bench.
Yeah, Pulisic comes on now, and we potentially need a goal, not the guy we spent 100+ mil on. Yeah, I know. Aspi, it's funny. I think Aspi's been linked with Barca for probably the entire year, and now I'm seeing Marcus Alonso being linked with Barca, and Rudiger's already gone to pretty much Madrid. That's pretty much the solid. Christensen, I think he's another one that's on the way out as well.
Probably.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen with this defense next season.
we need to keep up tradition and get Azpilicueta sent to Arsenal.
No, that era
you know
is
what?
over.
You know what is there? I would actually welcome that. Given the hate that
era
Tony has
is
for the guy,
over.
that would be
rubbish
awesome.
now. He was a great server. Look, there was a point in time as Azpilicueta was that Mr. Reliable, but now he just looks lost on the football pitch. And great finish from Richarlison. Huge goal. He's going to be really popular with the Everton crowd at the end of this season because he's been the one guy who's delivered. Well, he and Anthony Gordon that have delivered goals and assists in this running. But I didn't look. We're going to talk about Watford in a minute. Watford Burnley in a minute. But after that result, I thought Everton were done.
Same.
I really did because I know we joke about how none of our teams have beaten Everton this season, which is terrifying.
I can't believe it, honestly.
But
you guys gave me shit where Man United lost 1-0 to Everton. Look, we're just setting the standard you guys are following.
Yeah, Chelsea are. I don't know.
You know, it's I was gonna say, you said Richarlison is might be. I mean, I'm sure they are. Everton fans already like him just because he always puts in a shift. But did you guys see they were the fans pre-game were kind of ushering a dog in? I think it was there sent this in our chat.
We need to talk about the Everton dog.
This was hilarious.
For those unaware, there is a dog that has now been crowned the Everton dog that I hope comes to all future Everton games. He is being credited with getting Everton all 3 points in this game and is now being worshipped as a deity. And you know what? I'm on board with this. I'm on board. We need more dogs at football games. We need more dogs being credited with wins. Where is the Man United dog? We need to find one. We need one as soon as possible.
You guys definitely need to find some pup to elevate you guys. Maybe it'll give you guys some good
doesn't have
advice.
to be
with the state of the state of Man United right now, they would spend 80 million on a dog, and it would turn out to be a cat.
Remember, Arsenal used to have the hybrid squirrel. Crystal Palace have their eagle, right? That flies around the field.
Yeah, I
before
think
games.
so.
But that's like a legit mascot, though.
Yeah.
I want unofficial mascots.
Okay. Wait, when you say a legit mascot, you don't mean like a dude in a suit, right? Like.
No.
Okay.
I mean, like, they are the Eagles, right? So they have an eagle.
What's the name? Do you remember the?
Give me the Crystal Palace Boston Terrier.
So you just want dogs. You discriminate against other animals.
I just want dogs.
Yeah. All right.
I do. I very much do. Dogs, and you know what? I will accept penguins, but football stadiums might not be the best environment for the penguin.
Before we move on, Tommy, Chelsea,
yes,
third place on 66 points.
I know you're gonna say now.
Arsenal, fourth place on 63 points, and Tottenham Hotspur, fifth place on 61. 4 games left.
Yep.
Little worried, or
No.
Okay.
I'm not being sucked into this. I'm sorry. I know you don't even believe it yourself. Because you know that Arsenal and Spurs are going to drop points somewhere. Spurs are going to play Liverpool. Arsenal got to play.
Well,
Spurs
Arsenal and Spurs
yeah.
play each other.
They play each other exactly
Someone
right.
is guaranteed to
So
drop
for
points.
me, I'm not the thing that I'm worried about most is, we've had this drop off since we lost to. Well, I mean, even before we lost to Madrid in Champions League, but we still have one big match left in the season, and that's the FA Cup final against Liverpool.
Oh, you're getting slapped.
And
you're getting slapped.
The thing is this: you look at Liverpool, and they're in 3 competitions. They got the Champions League, they're still in. They got fighting for a title, and they have FA Cup. You'd think the FA Cup would be like third on that list of priorities for them.
I don't think you understand.
I'm just saying.
Listen, Liverpool are on track to do the quadruple. Everything is extreme.
Oh no, I agree.
Don't
No,
psych yourself into it. They're
No,
gonna take it serious.
I
Yeah.
think it's a fair assumption to say, out of those three, if they were to lose one, if you were to say you can only lose one, they'd pick FA Cup, right? If you were to say that, yeah, okay.
Okay.
So
I see
that's
what you're doing
that's
here.
all I'm putting that out there. But I'm saying Chelsea's form right now, it's very worrying in terms of that final, because I 100% believe if we were like
Tommy,
this, we're going to get
you
slapped in
guys,
that final.
you guys have joined Man United on the beach, and I'm not sure why.
Yeah, and I mean it's strange. We have a lot of possession in our games. We're just not really creating enough chances, and
You
we're
guys need
just
a striker.
defensively, it's just shocking, honestly. You see, like with Aspie. Anyhow, I'm done with Chelsea. We should move along.
Moving on to a team that is certainly not on the beach. Burnley picking up another win. That's, I think, 4 wins from 5 under Michael Jackson. Watford 1, Burnley 2. Look, I restrained myself from making Michael Jackson jokes at the top of this segment, okay?
Yeah, that was tough. I'm
Be
surprised
thankful.
you
Be
didn't get me
thankful.
on.
That's a level of self-control that I'm really proud of myself for. Fantastic result for Burnley. For a long time, it didn't look on the cards because Watford went 1-0 up very early on. Very unlucky own goal for Tarkowski. But Watford dominated this game first half. But Burnley brought it back. 2 goals in 3 minutes, deep into the second half. A great second half performance. They're going to be riding off that high for a bit.
I think it's 3 from 4 for MJ.
Oh, it's 3 from 4?
Yeah, still a remarkable turnaround. Honestly,
Well,
this...
I guess
Oh, go ahead.
No, in terms of the points, I guess they just can't stop till they get enough.
All right. Yeah.
Tony.
I figured I'd let him have it. But they were terrible first half, Burnley.
Yeah.
Watford would... I mean, look, even if they'd won this game, the chances that they'd have gotten out of the relegation, like they'd have found their way to safety, was bleak anyway. But they really came out all guns blazing. Like, they really felt like this was their last chance. And to be honest, they would have a lot of regrets about not capitalizing more. It seemed like all their chances were falling to... Is it Kuchka? That's the guy that hit the post, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
I think so.
You don't want to fall into him.
Yeah, no, he shoots wildly. I'll say, but yeah, credit to MJ. Big call to take off Verghorst. Or as what is it Tommy called him earlier?
No, I said it just the same as you.
Okay.
Yeah, and he was super pissed.
He was?
But you know what? It worked out for Burnley.
Ashley Barnes shithoused his way to some free kicks, and Burnley eventually scored their winner off one of them. But what I want to bring up is, do you think Watford would have won this game if Roy Hodgson had kept his lovely, lovely shades on the entire time? Because I found the image of him with his like slick-looking shades, leaning back in his chair, pretty inspirational.
Hey, that's gonna be the header image for the podcast, right?
If I can find a clear enough image of it, then yeah. The issue is it's all like screenshots.
I see.
Yeah, honestly, I know this isn't the case, but it really just looked like he couldn't give a shit. Like he truly was on the beach. Like, you guys dragged me out of retirement for this. Like, yeah,
Man is mentally in Ibiza right now.
yeah, yeah. Huge credit to Burnley. Like, the moment they scored the first, a really great header from Cork. I think Charlie Taylor was the one who delivered.
Yeah.
Under no pressure. To deliver that cross. It was really poor defending from Watford. You knew they were going to win that game. It just felt like one-way traffic at that point. And yeah, he's done a really good job. I don't know that you give him the job permanently. I was joking on the weekend that maybe they just hire Sean Dyche for the start of next season. Haven't gotten there. New manager
I wouldn't be
bounce.
opposed to that, honestly.
Yeah. But they're still my favorites, I think, at this stage.
Yeah,
Stay
I
up.
was going to ask you, actually. I was going to ask you guys about that because you have, I mean, you should probably mention that Leeds also lost. And that puts them, Burnley and Everton, on 34. Everton's got 33. And Everton's got, wait, am I right? 33 or long?
32, I think.
32 with the game in hand. Okay, yeah, that's
Yeah.
what it is. So 4 games left, 5 for Everton. Yeah, I was going to say, you guys, who are you banking on to get out of it, I guess?
Oh,
Look,
okay.
my heart says Burnley survive, and then between Leeds and Everton, I mean Leeds' run-in is bad, and their goal difference is worse.
Yeah,
I don't know
it's
why.
It's Arsenal, Chelsea, and then Brighton, Brentford for Leeds.
I'm
That's
like
tough.
on instinct, I want to say Leeds, even though like they've been decent under Jesse Marsh, and they do pick up points. I don't know. Everton have been like sneakily good at home. They've been absolutely beyond rubbish away from home, but at home they are picking up points. I don't know.
Is that true, or is that just that they've beaten Man United and Chelsea?
Yeah, that's enough. That's
Do
enough
they
for
not?
us
Do
to
they
say.
not get points for those games?
No,
Well,
they
I
beat
think
they
other
beat
than
Newcastle
that,
at
they've
home
not been
too.
winning. Oh, did they? Oh, right.
Yeah,
That
recently.
was the start
Yeah.
of their good home form, I think. That
Yeah.
game, because before that they were shocking at home. Like yeah. I don't know. I still think Everton will go down. I don't know why. I see Burnley and Leeds. They're playing well, even though they're in danger. If that makes sense. Like Leeds, this was their first. I mean, we haven't even. Do we just want to jump to Leeds at this point? Like,
I
Yeah,
think,
let's
yeah,
just jump to
lump
the
just
Leeds
lump 'em in
game.
here, yeah.
They lost 4-0 to Man City, a game that I don't think anyone really expected them to win.
yeah. This was their first negative result in a while, wasn't it? Like, I don't think they'd lost in their last 4 games or last 5 games before that.
No, they
I know
hadn't.
they
They
drew
hadn't, yeah.
last time out.
Yeah, they drew with Southampton. Not great, but not terrible, you know? Oh, that wasn't even last time out.
Oh,
They beat Watford.
No, that was they drew
Oh,
with
they
Palace.
drew with Palace,
And
okay.
actually no, you're right. They'd actually picked up positive results
Yeah.
in the last 5.
It's just that they'd been in such a bad place that that run of results wasn't enough for them to escape. It took them out of the drop zone, like, but not to safety. So I don't know. Arsenal, Chelsea, yeah, that's a crazy run of games.
I mean, tell you what, if Rodrigo puts that chance away
The Dan Baba chance.
after the
Cancelo
City man
slip.
slips, that was Cancelo. Cancelo slips and
Yeah.
he's in on goal and just fucks it.
I've got to be honest, though.
Could have been different.
I've got to be honest. Even if he scores that, they still lose that game.
Look, let me pretend. Okay,
They
let me
still
pretend
lose
like there was
that
a
game.
chance.
Oh, of course.
This
Yeah,
isn't
yeah.
Mourinho's Chelsea here. This is Jesse Marsh's Leeds United. Look, I felt his first touch to get past Cancelo after he slipped was a bit heavy. It took him really wide, and he didn't have the pace to then cut inside. It is great defending from Gundogan. Like, he really busts a gut to get across. Rubbish decision making from Rodrigo, but yeah. After that, because he should have slipped in Rafinha, like,
Yeah.
probably just before he takes that final touch. But and yeah,
I don't know. I think for City they were able to. I think they gave KDB a nice rest for this game, especially for their run in. Sterling looks to be completely out of form. I don't know I don't know why I captained him in fantasy.
yeah,
Oh, it's a dumb move. But you know what I mean? They rotate and they still get a nice 4-0 victory. So good on them.
Laporte took a really bad hit though.
Oh, did he get? Oh
yeah,
no,
it's
I
good
didn't see
that
that.
he was able to finish the game, but wouldn't be surprised if he's not playing against Madrid in the second leg. But we'll see about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We want to swing wildly back to the top 4 race. West Ham 1, Arsenal 2. Not the best performance you've seen from Arsenal this season, but they got the win. They scored when it mattered. They took their chances.
Yeah, we are shithousing our way to, or trying to shithouse our way to the top four. I think it's a result that officially rules out West Ham. I think they don't have enough games left to make the top four. I felt like we were absolutely dreadful in the first 30 minutes. I couldn't recognize anything in what we were trying to do. The ball wasn't sticking with Eddie. Our passing was shocking. And we produced one moment of quality to create a chance. And we scored from the resulting corner. Bobby Holdini with his first Premier League goal ever for Arsenal. Incredible. But yeah.
I'm sorry, I can't let Bobby Holdini slide.
It is a
What the fuck
thing.
is this?
It's a thing.
I don't like it.
Just
I
Google
don't like it.
Bobby Holdini. It comes up.
No, I will not be. I don't need that in my Google search history.
Yeah.
You can just.
I don't want whatever associated ads show up with that.
Listen, when Holding plays, we invariably win this season. So, But anyway, all jokes aside, yeah, this team, Arsenal is a team that they need to score first, it seems. When they do score first, their run is pretty good. They tend to win most games. And I felt West Ham just ran out of steam at the end of the game. They equalized pretty quickly, but once Gabriel scored, they didn't really create much afterwards. I think they were just...
No, you could see a lot of frustration with them. And, I can understand the frustration. They're coming off that Europa League first semi-final defeat to Frankfurt.
Yeah.
They're up a man the entire game because frankly Nuno Tavares always plays for your opponents, and they couldn't make it count, which is unfortunate for them.
Nuno's a weird one because he's
not a weird one. He's a shit one.
Okay, he's very good 1v1 defensively, but he's a terrible defender. When it comes to defending in space. Every time the ball is crossed in from the other side, and really great to see Tomiyasu back, by the way. He was really good, as you'd expect, until he broke down with cramp. But, yeah, I just, I'm almost closing my eyes.
My friend, you are describing Aaron Wan-Bissaka right now.
You mean for what? What?
Shit at defending space, can defend. No, not for Tomiyasu. I wouldn't put that on Tomiyasu.
Oh.
For Tavares. Shit at defending space, can defend 1v1. Always gives up the ball every time he touches it.
Yeah, but the thing is, Wan-Bissaka is not good offensively either. Tavares is good in the final third. Look, listen, didn't Tavares score against you guys? Wan-Bissaka is not scoring against us.
He did, yeah.
and that's a damning indictment on the Man United defense.
Yeah, fair enough. Look, anyway, big win for us. We took advantage of the fact that West Ham rested all their tall players, which is great. They should do that more often against us. And yeah, I was disappointed at the strength of their squad, to be fair. I thought they'd rest more players. So I hope they get smashed on Thursday. All their players break down with crap. But other than that,
I will say.
I think they've actually run out of defenders, so they couldn't rest anyone there.
Yeah.
I will say though,
Aaron Cresswell at centre back. Jeez.
Jared Bowen, just hats off to this guy. I don't know if you saw the game against Frankfurt, but he had a bicycle in the 90th minute that just went crossbar down, where they would have tied it. Mm-hmm. And then I know it was a deflection off was it Gabriel for his goal here, but he took a nice touch to set up his left foot there. This guy's on I think he's got 10 goals in the Premier League and maybe 9 assists I think this season. He's been a real standout for West Ham and just in the Premier League in general. So even if they are running out of steam, Bowen is not running out of steam, and it's hope. You know what? I actually hope that they get through the Europa League. I'd love to see a West Ham Rangers Europa League final. That'd be pretty fun.
Rangers
Tell you who won't like seeing that. The the police of whatever country the final is in this year will not enjoy that.
No, they definitely will not.
For some reason, I thought Rangers were in the conference. All right, yeah. They've good luck to Rangers. I hope they make it.
Yeah.
West Ham, I hope you get smashed. Yeah. Absolutely smashed. Battered. Yeah. All right.
Guess we can Tavares that case. Well, moving on to Tottenham 3. Tottenham 3, Leicester 1. Heung-min Son is pretty good at football, isn't he?
He is.
That was some finish for his second goal.
Yeah.
Just
so
beautiful
two-footed,
curler.
So two-footed. But Leicester they're just terrible defensively. They should. I think Patson Daka
set pieces, man. We've been saying this all season. The set pieces, like there's no one within 5 yards of Kane for the first goal. It's a corner. How is no one marking the biggest threat?
He's actually bending down to us. Just what is the point of Leicester at this point? Like, yeah,
Europa Conference League semi-finals. That is the point for them. There's nothing
true.
else in this season.
That's who's in the Europa Conference. Yeah, I hope they get battered too. I don't know.
Who are they playing? Is it Roma?
They're playing Mourinho's Roma.
Yeah.
Are you sure you want them to get battered?
You know what? Let's have it. I want to have Mourinho celebrating the Europa Conference like he won the Champions League. Yeah, let's have it. Yeah. Leicester started strongly, funny enough. I think they hit the posts. Daka hit the post early on in this game. And it just felt like the moment Spurs scored, they just rolled over. And yeah. Like I said, I don't get the point of Leicester, but, you know, good on Spurs.
I mean, what did Leicester have right now
keeping
to
pace
play
with
for?
Arsenal. We're setting up very nicely for that North London derby right now.
I need Spurs to lose to Liverpool. I need Liverpool to do their job next week, and for Arsenal to beat Leeds. I don't want to see the way Spurs beat Man City home and away this season. I don't need to see that next week. Just do your job, Liverpool, please.
I would love to see that next week. Come on, you Spurs.
No, we don't say that on this pod.
Yeah, we fucking do. Let's move on to the title race. Newcastle 0, Liverpool 1. A game where, Liverpool rotated a bunch of players, got their goal, and then kind of controlled the game. I mean, I don't like it when Newcastle play Sam Maximan as a centre forward. I think he's just a lot more effective coming in from the wings. But credit to Liverpool, they did what they had to do in this game, saw it out. That's another 3 points. That's keeping pace with Man City.
Yeah, I don't like that Liverpool can rotate their team like they did. Rest Trent, rest Salah. I mean, who do they rest? Fabinho as well, and still win comfortably. Like, damn bastards, come on.
Jesus.
Just sucks.
I agree, Tommy. I agree. They are bastards.
Lots of hate on this pod this week. Not sure why, but
Not sure why, Tony.
Look, Liverpool's depth. It's been well documented that they have huge depth up front. If anything, I think they struggle to rotate Van Dijk. He seems to play every week, but I was a bit disappointed with Newcastle. They just didn't do anything to hurt Liverpool. I mean, I guess Liverpool are just that good because Newcastle had been in a really good run of form, but can't really remember them having any chances in this game.
I think it was they did a good job. Liverpool did a good job, I should say, of just completely shutting down Bruno Guimaraes. And like I said, I don't like saying Maximan as your striker and you're playing one up top. You need someone to kind of bounce off or have the chance to cut in. I disagreed with the team selection on that. I don't know if there's I know Chris Wood came on in the second half. I don't know if he had an injury or whatever, but I know he's not been good this season.
He's not been good.
I'd rather have
There's your answer. Yeah.
just to have Sam Maximan coming in off the wing. as opposed to playing up top because I just don't like him as a striker.
Wilson's injured, yeah?
Oh, yeah, long-term injury.
Yeah, he has been for a while.
Yeah, because he's a miss because they don't really have any number 9 that scores goals. Yeah, I was today years old when I found out that Dwight Gill is still at Newcastle. That is nuts.
Oh,
Jesus.
that's a name I haven't heard in a while.
Wow. Okay, that's amazing. But yeah, Liverpool are gonna win all their games, aren't they? Well, I hope they do because that
Nope,
would mean they win
it's
next
not
week.
gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. I'm sorry.
You don't think so?
No,
You're still
do you mean all their
you
games,
honestly
or just their
not
Premier
think
League
so?
games, or just their Premier League games? Because I'm gonna say they're not gonna win. You know, I don't know why I put myself in that hole.
Yeah, I don't know why.
yeah.
Obviously, I meant their Premier League games, but yes, Tommy, they're gonna win all their games.
Yeah. Well, I mean, no. To be fair, Tony, they'll probably win all their games left in the season, including Champions League, including the FA Cup. It's probably gonna happen. It's gonna suck.
This is
it's
not
gonna
how
suck
the
all the.
jinx works.
It's gonna.
This isn't how the jinx works, Tommy.
No, I'm not
can't
jinxing anything.
reverse
I'm not. You gotta realize I'm not jinxing anything. I'm just come to realization that the rest of the season is gonna suck. I mean, it already sucks. But
What do you mean the rest of the season?
I see. The only fun I am gonna have is watching that North London derby. I think, and seeing Spurs and Arsenal just kill each other. That's gonna be the only fun left in the season, I think.
And seeing which team will finish above Chelsea, is that it?
Yeah, hey, if we get, we'll get third or fourth. Doesn't matter. It's all the same.
The way Chelsea are
Are
going.
you mathematically
Nope.
guaranteed to finish above Man United?
Okay, that's
I
a
think
stretch.
you might be.
No,
Yeah,
that's
you
a
are.
stretch.
Yeah, you are.
Don't try to lump us down there. I don't know about that.
United are like 1 point
Look,
away.
I had to
being
check. I just
able-
had to check.
Oh my days. Okay.
So
Moving on. No, Tommy, I'm moving
no, I was
on.
gonna say, have we got through all the fixtures? Can we talk about a United prediction, or is it
No, we still have 3 games
still
left.
3 games?
Alright.
Okay, gotcha.
Shocker, bro.
Aston Villa to Norwich 0. Norwich are officially the first team mathematically relegated from the Premier League this season. Gentlemen, can we have a moment of silence for Norwich?
Oh, I was gonna give them a round of applause for making it this far. Honestly, like I didn't
The way
think-
they started the season.
I didn't think they'd get this many points. Yeah, good for them.
Hey, they have an honest shot at not finishing last because Watford are only a point above them.
You know, they'll get their parachute payments. They'll go down, and they'll be back next year. So
Yeah, we look forward to exchanging them for Fulham yet again.
Fulham taking their place. It's fantastic. Time to wake up, Tommy. I think. Is that your alarm?
No, that was not my alarm.
That was me. That was me.
All right. Good morning, sir. Next game.
Good morning, Tony. Next game up is Wolves 0, Brighton 3. Big takeaway from this
hold
game
on. I would
is
not be surprised if Azar was just sleep talking this whole time. Now he actually just like
It's
on
a recording.
autopilot, you know.
It's a really,
It's
really well predicted recording. Yeah.
Do you think I make puns in my sleep, Tommy? Is this what you think
I
of me?
bet you do, actually.
I
bet
am
you do.
honored that you think so highly of me then.
Probably dreaming about the puns that you can make the next day. I bet. But yeah. Anyways, sorry to interrupt. Go on, Azar. please.
Always working. Always working.
Always be punning. Please move on.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, Wolves 0, Brighton 3. Brighton suck at pens. They really, really suck at pens.
Yeah, but they fixed their XG with a couple of really nice goals. Bissouma scoring from outside the box, I think. That guy Wells with a couple of assists. Wolves are just done this season, huh? They've just decided to stop playing. Yeah.
No attacking. There's just no attacking threat anymore.
When was the last time they
can't
won
click.
a game? Like, I feel like every time I see them now, they're losing.
They won. They're on a 3-game losing streak. I don't know who they won before. Who they beat
okay.
before that, but Maybe it was Watford. Usually it's like Watford or something like that. Oh, that's who won against.
Watford have lost, I think, their last 5, so it's very possible.
Yeah, if you have to guess, just guess Watford. But it was Villa, actually.
That's wow. Steven Gerrard, best young manager in world
Hey,
football.
they won this weekend, right? So
I don't think you can count Norwich, but
you can't count that.
yeah.
I think if you lose to Norwich, the manager immediately gets sacked afterwards. Look what happened to Sean Dyche.
That's
Moving
fair.
on to our final game of the weekend. That's Southampton 1, Crystal Palace 2. Late Zaha goal to win it. And frankly, the thing that made me smile the most in this game was Eberechi making it look easy.
Oh, goodness,
Lovely stuff from Palace.
goodness me.
Yeah, I know, Tony.
Don't-
Especially
I feel
because
you on
that's
that one.
not the
Yeah.
pronunciation
Don't
of his
groan at
name,
me.
but it's okay.
Look, you have to artists take creative liberties sometimes, okay? And what am I if not an artist when it comes to puns?
Yeah, Zaha's goal in the 90th plus minute there was very reminiscent to me of Drogba, just back to goal, quick turn, and just a nice powerful shot out of nowhere. And it was a great finish, and you didn't expect it. But hats off to Palace for getting the 3 points.
Yeah. I mean, bit of a tragedy for Southampton, you'd say, despite going 1-0 up, still losing. A bit of Romeo and Juliet.
It's going downhill now. So, I'm sorry.
It's going downhill now. Oh, wow! I didn't realize that we were on some kind of peak before, but yeah.
I mean, to be fair, it started off pretty well at the start, and then
Speak for your damn self. It's been going downhill since Uzair woke up. In fairness, it was only like 5 minutes ago, so yeah.
That's true. That is true. Yes.
Do we know why Zaha was on the bench? Was he just rested? Or?
I mean, what? Why not? At this point, what's Palace got to do? They're not fighting for anything. Why not just give a player a break here and there and come on?
Yeah, I guess. Anyway.
I mean, I guess that brings us to our Monday game happening today. I mean, as we record today, I should say. Man United versus Brentford at Old Trafford. United's last home game of the season, and
it's live.
I mean, I know what my prediction is.
That's good.
Are you gonna go first? Or?
Yeah, Zare, you gotta go first. You gotta go. Yeah.
3-1 to Brentford.
Wow. Okay.
Oh, what, you expect me to predict a United win? No.
No, but
I'm gonna send off the home fans with performance reminiscent of the rest of the season.
Oh, is this
Ronaldo will score our goal. Our defense will probably be at fault for. They'll do something stupid for 2 of the 3 goals, and then we'll concede a third off a set piece. I think.
Is this United's last home game of the season?
No.
I think so.
Oh, really? Oh, you only have
okay.
3
Yeah.
games left, don't you? Wow.
Yep.
Oh,
Mercifully.
Yeah. Yeah, I was gonna say a prediction I think that's pretty safe is that if United score, it'll be Ronaldo. I think he's got like 9 of their last goals or something like that. Pretty insane.
8 of the last 9.
8 of the last 9. Yeah, that's pretty insane.
This is what happens when Fred is out. No one else can score.
Will he be back on for Monday's game?
Unsure as of right now. There is a chance he could be involved, but
Okay.
odds are we get that McTominay Matic midfield again, and I will want to claw my eyes out.
I'm gonna say 2-2 for this one.
Okay, this is a really bad prediction because I'm looking at your recent games and you've not been good. you've only beaten Norwich.
Oh shit, man! What tipped you off about that?
You've only beaten Norwich since beating Spurs on the 12th of March. But I'm gonna say I think United have been in a better place recently. The results
Wow.
haven't been there. But you were okay
What the
against...
fuck you talking about, boy?
You were okay against Arsenal.
What did you, what did they give you at the pub there, Tony, when you went with this there?
What the hell, man?
What did I get? Really nice.
What is wrong with you?
You were okay against Arsenal, and you got a decent result against Chelsea. So I think United are feeling like they're back-ish. So I'm going to say...
All right, get out of here,
Yeah,
real
I'm
Ferdinand.
sorry. I'm sorry. You lost your prediction rights, man.
what?
Get out. Tony, what's up?
No, I'm not listening to this. Get out. We're moving on.
3-1 United. 3-1 United.
All right, so Ronaldo scoring a hat trick.
Another
Is
hat
that
trick,
your
yeah.
prediction? 'Cause no one else is going to fucking score.
Sure. The last 2 times you won at home, Ronaldo did score a hat-trick, so why not? Yeah?
Huh. I gotta say that threw me off. Tony. What?
This is ridiculous behavior, and I don't appreciate it.
I'm trolling, but I think it's going to happen, actually. I think you guys will win
Shut the
today.
fuck up, Tony.
Ah,
Get the fuck out of here,
that was fun.
dickhead. Tommy.
Yes.
You had a little tactical shift that you wanted to talk about today. Am I right?
Yeah. You know, I think an interesting sort of topic we can discuss is the fall of the number 10 in world football. A position that back in the day was, you know, some of the best players in the world played, and that was sort of like, you know, my favorite player, Zidane, played that role.
Zidane's your favorite player?
Yeah, Zidane is my...
I thought so, it was
No,
Lampard.
Zidane.
Huh?
Yeah, I mean, to be fair though, yeah, Lampard, of course, but no.
Oh, look at him reconsider.
No,
Look at him reconsider.
I'm not reconsidering. Just Lampard's definitely one of my favorite
Lampard's your
players.
Thierry Henry. I get it. Yeah.
Yeah. Like overall footballer, like
Yeah.
come on, it's for me, it's Zidane. The way he played, it's just amazing. But you know,
Good to see we agree on
nowadays.
some things, Tommy. Some things.
Okay, yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. It
Once in
happens
a
every now and. But I mean, nowadays we don't see that player anymore. We see that if there is someone that plays number,
Well, that's largely because Zidane retired.
yeah,
That's why you don't see him.
but we see players that would be like a traditional number 10. They don't play as much anymore. They don't excel. They're not the key role or key position in a squad anymore. And why is that? That number of things, right? I think it's usually pretty, not usually, but it kind of goes with how teams are set up nowadays and how it's changed in terms of where creativity comes from on the pitch. We've talked about it a lot this year, how, you know, not just this year, but in the last few seasons, how fullbacks in the Premier League, you look at like someone like Trent, someone like Reece James, Cancelo, like the creativity is coming from these wing backs, these wide players. And
Why are you leaving Diogo Dallo out of this conversation?
oh, I'm leaving Tavares out of this conversation as well. But yeah, you're seeing.
They find new and creative ways to lose the ball every game.
Yeah, I guess that is creativity in a sense.
Just realized.
But yeah, you're.
Dallo, Telles, Tavares, all of them, all Portuguese, right? Future of Portuguese fullbacks is not great, but
No. Telles is Brazilian.
oh, is he? He just came from Portugal. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
But that United Arsenal game featured a lot of Portuguese-speaking fullbacks who could not play fullback.
Yeah. Tommy, I promise we will let you
Carry
get
on, Tommy.
to the end.
Carry on,
Yeah, no,
Tommy.
it's okay. I mean, it's like you know, I think I was mentioning, you know, you have wing backs, and then you also have. You just can't have nowadays. You just can't have a player in the squad who doesn't do any defensive work. I mean, unless you're Messi, I guess, where you can kind of get away with it. But we've seen so many number 10s fall from grace recently. You have someone like Ozil, Isco. I mean, even the Mata situation with at Chelsea, where we went with Mourinho, went with Oscar over Mata because Oscar provided a little bit more defensive attributes than Mata did when he was on the pitch. I would say Mourinho is definitely one reason why we've seen kind of a fall number 10 as well. But yeah, that's another big thing is you just can't have someone that's not really contributing defensively in a team anymore. You just can't get away with it. And we're also seeing players that can kind of do a hybrid sort of role there. And I think that one of the best examples of that, especially in the Premier League, is Kevin De Bruyne. You know, he's a creative outlet in that City squad. A lot comes from him. But he's also not a number 10. He is putting in the work rate as sort of, I think, oftentimes he's set up as sort of like a right midfielder. And he's putting in the tackles. He's up there in terms of...
he's in terms of distance covered, he's one of the higher ones in the City squad, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, distance covered and like balls receptions 1, 2. He's up there as well, and he's providing like how many assists does he provide a season? He's crazy numbers. So you have like a hybrid of that. You have the not being able to have really like a player who can not contribute defensively to the team, and then you have creativity coming from different outlets now in your squad, all coming to play. And for me growing up, I always watched a team have this number 10 sort of player. Like we were saying, like Zidane back in the day. Even Totti. Was Totti like a number 10? I think Totti was too, right?
Yeah, he was.
Yeah, Totti was like a true like number 10. Like for me, Totti was another one of my favorite players too. You just don't have these guys anymore, and for me, it's a bit sad where we kind of go away from that style of play and that style of player. I think we've all sort of reminisced how we miss those type of players in the game nowadays, because it's kind of gone to a more players are now just athletes and they've got to put in a shift and all this sort of stuff, and we're kind of losing that naturally just creatively gifted player on the pitch. I hope we have a shift where it kind of goes back where you need that sort of player. Yeah. So
I agree and disagree to a degree. To a degree. To an extent about this. I did feel this way a year ago, but I've kind of realized that zone. So, guess data nerds like to call that area of the pitch zone 14. It seems to be taken up mostly these days by center forwards.
You're going to need to use a better term to describe that zone than Zone 14.
Zone 14. What about Zone 13, Tony, and Zone 12? What's going on there?
I'm personally a big fan of Zone 5.
Zone 5 is deeper, but I can draw it for you guys one day. But anyway, it's fine. Look.
This is an audio medium, Tony.
You're the one. Do your research. Go find out. Zara, Tommy, your assignment.
I'm
Go
not reading up on zones.
Look.
No, you know what, Tony? I have. I think this is like a Pep article I read of how he breaks down his zones and how he always wants to see 2 players in each zone. If I remember that correctly, something like that.
Yeah.
It's quite in depth. Yeah.
Yeah. So the number 10 position is typically taken up by the center forwards these days in most of Europe's top 5 leagues, which is why the likes of Lukaku, even Lacazette, you look at most of the traditional strikers now are struggling in the Premier League. Let's use the Premier League as an example. There isn't really room for that kind of center forward anymore. And that's why you have players like Kai Havertz really thriving there. That's why Lacazette was, dropping deeper and deeper to have some form of influence. That's why Man City have thrived so much without playing a recognized center forward. Liverpool, we all know how much of an influence Firmino has had. So that is, in a way, the quote-unquote number 10 in the teams these days, because most teams are now shifting towards a 4-3-3 or a 4-4-2 diamond, depending on how you like to look at it, with the striker dropping deep. And because I don't think De Bruyne is a great athlete, right? Like, I don't think Odegaard's a great athlete. But if you have the false nine putting in a defensive shift, it allows you to carry that one guy who is not really a great athlete. Jorginho is certainly not a great athlete. You watch Man United, you could probably say they don't have anyone who's a great athlete these days because nobody runs. But, there is always that one guy that gets carried. There's always that one guy that gets carried.
I know it's true, but it still hurts.
There's always that one guy that gets carried. For Liverpool, it's Trent. Trent's not really a great athlete. He's okay, but let's be honest, just about anyone in the Premier League can sprint past him. So, but I did recognize that for some reason, strikers seem to thrive in Serie A. And I did a bit of research into this of late, and a lot of 10s actually do well in Serie A as well. Eriksen, he had a good start before fading away towards the end of the season and not being played in the latter running. But he did well when he first got there. Alexis Sanchez has had a new lease of life when he's played at Inter as a number 10. And center forwards get to be center forwards in Serie A. Tammy Abraham's gone there. He's been by all accounts really good. Edin Dzeko is doing well. Lukaku, I mean, we all thought Lukaku was pretty decent last season, no? When he scored all those goals. So I feel like there might be... I do get that the traditional number 10 not running around just standing in one place has maybe disappeared, but I don't feel like it's as tragic as we think. And I feel like it will come around sooner or later when teams start prioritizing elite center forwards again. And there is a signing coming in this season, potentially, that could change all that at Man City. Erling Haaland's going to come into the Premier League, and he's not going to play false nine. You know what I mean? So it's going to be really interesting to see what kind of influence that has on Man City's tactics and how teams adjust to having to play against a force of nature up front. Because I don't think we have that in the Premier League, which probably explains why most of the damage is being done on the wings. But, yeah.
I was going to say, just on a side note, Haaland kind of reminds me of Vardy in their sort of play style, and you saw how Vardy could tore up the Premier League, and when he was fit.
Needed a Mahrez, though. You needed a Mahrez, and even though Mahrez, he plays on the wing, but he's more of a number 10. You know what I mean? Like when
if only City had a Mahrez.
Yeah.
I wasn't pointing out that he didn't have a Mahrez. I was saying he could help unlock that type of player. Was there? Jesus Christ.
So going back to this number 10, this attacking midfielder, this creative outlet. So I mentioned, I think my favorite was Zidane. I think Tony's the same. Zer, did you have a favorite sort of number 10 sort of player when you're growing up?
Because I got into football, I think, later than both of you guys. I started watching around 2006. I didn't catch Zidane's peak really while he was playing. I caught just the very tail end.
He was player.
I caught the peak.
He was player.
I caught the peak.
Yeah.
I got, but my personal favorites were always the more deeper lying playmakers, like your later age Scholes, your Pirlo. I always loved those guys. But can I count Wayne Rooney as a number 10?
Yeah.
No, you can really. I would say.
What do you want to call him?
Center
striker?
forward. He's just a center. Yeah, center forward
No.
striker for sure. Yeah.
No.
Not when we had Ronaldo or Berbatov playing in front of him.
He was only a striker for one season. When Ronaldo first left. Am I wrong in this? Like,
I believe that is correct because we
Yeah.
got Chicharito after that, and then Chicharito would play up top.
and then Van Persie.
I don't know. Whenever I think of Rooney, I never think of him as sort of a like a number 10, sort of true number 10. I always think of him as like a forward, like a center forward. But hey, I mean,
But he was always dropping deep. Like
Yeah,
every time you watch him play, he played the role a similar way to like how current strikers would play their like fault number 9 role, where they're dropping deep and they're facilitating
Yeah,
as much as they're scoring.
he was.
There's a reason the guy is like what, second in Premier League goals and third in Premier League assists. Like he dropped deep as much as anyone else.
Yeah, no, I mean, a good way to really measure, like, if a striker's a true center forward is to see how they develop. Rooney ended up playing defensive midfield towards the end. Like, he was playing. I didn't see him at MLS, but he was playing pretty deep for Everton at times. And I don't know. Even when you hear him talk, he always described himself as a number 10. He never really wanted to stay up front. So Rooney's not a terrible shot. I think.
yeah. That's, you know what, you make a fair point. I would agree with you. No, yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of like honestly, it kind of reminds me of like Del Piero.
Yeah.
Same sort of style.
Del Piero is a good shout. He's a lovely, lovely player in his
Yeah,
prime.
Del Piero was fun to watch.
Yeah, Del Piero is Del Piero is a great player. He, Totti, Bergkamp, there were a few number 10s who were actually really prolific at different points in their career, and much like Rooney was. But I wouldn't be surprised. That's all I'm saying. If there is a bit of a tactical revolution in the coming seasons, and the number 10 begins to make a bit of a comeback. Bruno Fernandes has shown that you can be really productive with a number 10 when, everyone else is firing. I won't.
When the rest of the team isn't a complete shambles.
Yeah, basically. And when he's not a shambles himself. I won't be surprised if he plays center forward at some point, like lone center forward for a manager, maybe Ten Hag. But I just feel that the number 10 will make a bit of a comeback. I don't think it's a position that's dead per se. I just think it's been moved, as Tommy alluded to different zones. But it'll be interesting to see what certain signings and certain moves, what influence that has on tactics moving forward.
Can't wait for number 10 to pop up in zone 3 or something.
I mean,
Yeah.
maybe that's the zone that they're in right now. We don't know these zones.
With that being said, I think that's everything we have to discuss today. Please follow us on Instagram and Twitter at 442 and subscribe wherever you get your podcasts. Give us a rating, 5 stars. Toss us some lovely comments. And if you have any hateful comments, send them to at 13Tony13 on Twitter.
Yeah, right here. Bring it.
He will gladly fight anyone.
Gladly.
Thank you so much for joining me, Tommy.
All right, cheers, guys. Pleasure as always.
And thank you for joining me, Tony.
Yeah, as always, enjoyed the chat, boys.
Thank you so much for listening. We'll see you next week, and please don't fuck it up today, United. Bye-bye.